What's up, guys? Welcome back to Norcast Cycling 2, and welcome back to the Couch to Crit vlogs. If you're new here, these vlogs are documenting my progress going from this guy, which was me in July of 2022, 256 pounds, out of shape, pretty unhappy, to now just racing, loving life, learning all about the racing, learning about bikes, failing to corner properly, which is nothing new if you guys have watched the latest video on the main channel. But yeah, today we're going to have kind of a shorter, different video. I just want to check in about a couple things with you guys, and I thought I would sit down and talk to you guys for a second. So the first thing is the title of this video, but we'll get into that in just a second with power update, all that. I did an FTP test while I was in Oregon. Want to share that with you guys and just kind of let you guys know where I'm at, which I think some of you guys are invested in that. I don't really know, but the first thing I want to talk about is where we want to go with this channel. I kind of want your guys' help to decide that direction. So I had a little bit of an idea. If you guys kind of like this weekly vlog or even possibly daily vlog content, a little bit more behind the scenes, a little bit more training, a little bit more editing, a little bit more personal life, then like this video down below. And if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will start doing daily vlogs starting at Sea Otter, which I think is like April 19th or 20th. Happy to do daily vlogs for you guys. If you guys want that content, yeah, like and comment and let me know. And again, if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I will do those daily vlogs for you guys starting at Sea Otter, and we'll go all the way to the summer, just daily vlogging and enjoying life, and you guys can see more of that behind the scenes content. And if that's something you guys don't want, then I'm happy to do more of those like produced videos, like that Strava roulette stuff like that, kind of those longer form videos, but that would probably only be weekly, uploaded on Wednesday, kind of what we were doing right now. Now I'm happy to do a mix of both of those as well. Some of the daily vlogs can be some of the daily vlogs can be Strava roulette or stuff like that. But yeah, just let me guys know what you want to see. We have some fun stuff coming up, so if you want to see more behind the scenes of that and just a little bit more of my personal life, happy to share it with you guys. I think it'll be fun, so just let me know. Okay, and now for why I'm guessing more of you guys are here. My power test, my FTP test. So in July of 2022, well, I guess August of 2022, when I first started riding, my FTP was 192 watts. Now I saw comments on the last video saying, oh, he tanked it, like you didn't try hard. Well, I promise you, I gave it my absolute all. I was just very, very, very out of shape. Cardio was at an all-time low. Lungs were burning. My heart was pounding. I remember taking the FTP test on Jeff Stage's bike in his garage, more of just kind of, for fun. He was like, oh, go ahead and try this, see what happens, blah, blah. And like, dude, I barely made it. Kind of a disaster. And to be honest, it like made me pretty self-conscious. Like I was not, not stoked with where my body was at, not happy with where I was at physically. And yeah, it was kind of tough, but I promise you it was 192 watts, and that was pretty much all I had to give. So where am I at now? We did an FTP test last week when I was in Oregon. You guys can check the ride out on Strava here. I'll pop it up on the screen if you guys want to go ahead and look at it. But I did 378 watts for 20 minutes, which equals like a 359 point something FTP. So we're rounding up to 360. Hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that, to be honest. I mean, it was definitely more of like a low cadence FTP. I don't know if that like counts or docks against me, whatever. Jesse Cole, you can break this down and let me know. If you guys haven't seen those videos, Jesse Cole is this, I think like a professional Australian coach that breaks down some of these vlogs and videos and tells me what I'm doing right and doing wrong with training and all this fun stuff. Kind of funny. Go check it out. Show him some love. He's pretty cool. But yeah, so 378 watts, and we're closing in on the goal of an FTP of 380, which is like mind blowing. I mean, if you guys didn't see that other vlog, basically, I said that my goal, it was at the time I didn't really think it was achievable, but it's becoming more and more achievable. But my goal was to double my FTP in a year, which means by August 2023. August of this year, I would have an FTP of 380 watts. And yeah, I was just kind of daydreaming when I originally said that, but I guess the training is really starting to pay off, and it's starting to maybe be a possibility. We'll see. I mean, it's like I'm definitely starting to hit a plateau. Like from 200 watts to 300 watt FTP was like relatively quick for me, but now a 5-week training block maybe gets me 5 to 10 watts of my FTP. So it's like we're definitely starting to hit that plateau that a lot of you guys commented about. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to keep pushing and keep going. I think it's possible, and I think that I could do it. So we'll see. We'll see. Now I know some of you guys are more curious about the training aspect of this and how I got here and how I was able to get from 192 to where I'm at now at a 360 FTP. Well, like I'm happy to break it down for you guys, but if you wanted, you can see all my rides are public on Strava and you can kind of see what I did. But basically from, quick overview for you guys is from August 2022 till January 2023, I did a ton of zone 2 work, kept it really chill on the bike, tried not to sprint. I mean, I got caught up in going for some Strava segments sometimes, full transparency, once I started to lose some weight and realized I was a little bit faster during like that November, December period. Yeah, I did some sprints, some Strava segments, but a lot of it was just zone 2 work, and I did a lot of it in a caloric deficit. So I was losing weight and kind of not maintaining, but starting to get that like base basically, from all that zone 2 for those months. And then come late January is when I started to do, that's when I took that FTP test. That was like 256 watts, which was super cool. Got 60 something watts just from doing zone 2 and losing a bunch of weight. So January I was down about 70 pounds from eating really well and doing those zone 2 rides. And then I started to do structured training, which, I mean, if you guys want, it's linked in the masterclass. There's scholarship for that. Please, I urge you guys to go check it out. But basically, just did blocks that Jeff had written out in the masterclass and written out for me. Did those blocks, and that, like, my body seemed to respond really, really well to that. I was able to get kind of more of that top end, and my FTP seems to be boosted from that as well. So yeah, and if you guys have more questions about training, like, I'm more than happy to like talk to you guys about it. You can DM me on Instagram. I try to reply to almost every Instagram DM. So if you guys have more questions, just reach out to me there. But yeah, another thing that is pretty cool is my top end is at an all-time high. I'm able to hit like 1600 pretty consistently now, and 1650 if I'm really going for it. Usually about like 1500 watts at the end of a race in a sprint. Like, I don't know. That's pretty cool. So I'm pretty stoked about where that is at. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm getting a bunch of questions about that I want to clarify, but I feel like I won't be able to do without making like a couple hour-long videos: nutrition and how I lost the weight. I'm 175 pounds now. I fluctuate from 175 to like 181 because throughout the season right now, I'm just trying to stay at like a maintenance weight, and I'll explain a little bit more about what that means. But for those first couple months from July to from August to January, right, of last year and January of this year, what I did, like I said, was those zone 2 rides, but I made sure I was on a caloric deficit, usually trying to be in a caloric deficit of about 700 to 900 calories a day. Like it's pretty tough. Not gonna lie, I was pretty hungry, but I was making sure that my macros were super on point. Like, I was making sure to eat my body weight in protein in grams each day, making sure that I was eating whole foods. Like, it was tough, but once I got in the routine of it, it became much, much easier. I would say, like, for you guys that want to do something like that out there, if you can get through the first week, after that, it becomes so much easier. I promise you. The first week sucks. And then after that, once you start to see, like, oh, you lost, 2 to 3 pounds in that first week, like, awesome. You just want to keep going. And yeah, and then once I got down to around 180 pounds, which is by January, like I said, I kind of just am staying in a maintenance. So from January to, I would say, like March, I was tracking my calories still, making sure that I was at maintenance calories, if not a little bit of a surplus. And I put on like 1 or 2 pounds. So I think I was like 177 in January, at the end of January. And then I was back to like 182, 183 in March. And that was what maintenance means, is I'm just eating at the caloric output that I'm putting out. So, if I burn 4,000 calories in the day, I'm eating 4,000 calories. Again, whole foods, high protein, all that, lots of fruit, all that good stuff. And then as of this month, April, we're, a couple days into April, I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm happy and confident with my body, and I'm able to tell when I'm hungry now and when I'm full. So I'm doing a month trial of just eating based off that without tracking my calories, and we're going to see how it goes. So far, it's going so well. Like I said, we're about halfway through April, and I feel okay. But yeah, all in all, guys, just want to check in. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below where you want this channel to go, what you guys want to see. And hopefully we can double that FTP. I think that'd be pretty cool. But again, I really, really appreciate you guys here. I could not do any of this without your guys' support. It truly means the world. Like, seriously, I would not be here without you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. And be sure to follow me on Strava, DM me on Instagram if you have any more questions, guys. Be sure to sub to NorCal Cycling too. Got a lot of fun stuff coming, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.